Hey everybody, right, hopefully I've set this up right now. Woo! I am almost ready, I think. We're not quite sure. That one. Right, who have I got here? Sorry, I had to run off and shut the dog in the room. Right, basically, hey everybody. Today, we are going to make cruffins. Let me shut the blind a bit because otherwise it's going to be a bit bright. Right, hopefully you can all see the area. I've got everything ready. We're making cruffins, everybody. Cruffins. Right, what is a cruffin? It's a cross between a croissant and a muffin. Originally, here's my little interesting facts. So right, what you need to do is you should have got your pastry out. So get your pastry out if you haven't already got it out because you need it to be room temperature. So I did try and warn everybody yesterday. Just a quick question because I've got 2 live streams running. Is this one going to YouTube? If anyone out there knows if it's going to YouTube. Hi Rob, how's the Maldives? For every DJ out there watching in, no I'm not DJing, I'm in the mix in the kitchen. In my lovely fetching outfit with socks. Basically I'm live streaming hopefully to Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and Twitter because I've learned a way of doing it, but I don't think it's actually going to YouTube, so we'll wait and see. Anyway, for everybody out there, right, are we all ready? We're doing cruffins. Cruffins, as I said, are a combination between a croissant and a muffin. This is the simplest way of doing it. It shouldn't take too long. Hopefully we'll all get there. It is a little bit messy, everyone, but what kids don't love? A bit of mess, and it should be fun as well. So, hopefully you've got all your ingredients. Right, you need your puff pastry. You'll need your fillings, which could be anything and everything from Nutella, jam, peanut butter. I'm doing peanut butter and jam, obviously not together. I'm not one of those. The best thing you can do if you want to do this with the kids is probably get little pots of different things. Obviously, you might have stuff in the cupboards. You will need some flour to dust your surface. I've already cleaned and wiped my surface. And you will need a cake tin to roll them into. And you'll need the knife to spread it on and this. So are we all ready? Are we all good? I'm hoping everyone's here and sorted. First things first, wash our hands. So we've got to wash our hands. See, loads of these cooking things don't show this part, which is where you've got to wash your hands to get them nice and clean, fresh and clean. How's everybody doing in this lockdown? It's crazy, isn't it? I hope everybody's good. Oh wow, that's warm water. You're going to wash your hands in hot, but you're then going to dip them with the cold because if your hands are too warm, the pastry won't take as well. Don't even ask how I know this. Hey Ricky out there, hey Dominic, everyone on. I don't even know, what platform are you watching on, Ricky? Facebook, I'm guessing. Hopefully this is going live to Facebook, Twitter and Instagram and everything all at once. Although we never can tell with how I do things. So you're going to get out the pastry. I left mine out earlier. Here's one I made earlier. Right, basically you're going to get your pastry ready, everyone. Make sure you've got your pastry. Don't forget tomorrow we're doing sausage rolls, so you'll need puff pastry again. So, first things first, turn your oven on to, well, warm. You need it warm. You need your oven on warm. So basically you're going to unroll your pastry. This one's already on a roll, so it makes life easier, they say. I'm not so sure it does. Well, Ricky, you should be cooking live with me right now. So you've got your puff pastry, unroll the sheet. It's really sticky. This is going well live, isn't it? Oh. See, look, I'm having all the issues that you're all going to have live. So stick your pastry. Right, basically, dust a little bit of the pastry with the stuff. Come on, kids, this is now your permission to get a little bit messy. Parents, don't worry, it washes up. Right, so you've got your sheet of baking powder. You've got this. What you're going to do is you're going to cut it into sections. So I'm going to do them roughly one here. I'm going to do 4. So I'm going to split it into 4. And you're going to take the first section off the sheet. You can now put this out of the way for now. You're going to need this and then put that out of the way. So, put it the pastry side down, like as in where you've just put the flour on it, down. This is to stop it sticking on your surface, people. So, you're going to roll it upwards to make it bigger and flatter, because you need it really, really, really thin, because you're going to make long, wiggly worms. We're going to make wiggly worms from this, you know, people. Here we go, right side. Second side, make it a little bit flatter there. So once you've got a nice thin pastry that's quite wide, I don't know if I can show you this, if I got it. Oh, it's long, thin. Don't let it so there's holes in it. So basically long and thin. Right, are you ready, kids? This is the fun part. You've got to spread your fillings over. You can add butter in on this as well if you wanted to, so you could make it even more crispy, but I know that I don't mind either way. So right, so what we're going to do it like we do with a sandwich. You're going to literally spread it. It's not the easiest thing. Don't put holes in it. Don't get holes in it, because that makes loads and loads of mess. So you're going to basically really gently spread your fillings all over one side. So we're making cruffins for anyone that's joining in right now. I'm doing a bake along every day. Tomorrow it's sausage rolls. So you're going to literally spread your filling. Yeah, it's not easy, not going to lie. This bit's the hard part. Sometimes it's easier to actually warm up the filling before you try and spread it, as you can see. And this is meant to be the smooth peanut butter. So make sure your filling is all over. Wow, I'm making a mess. See, this is what happens when you decide to go live cooking. So, I should have done the here's one I made earlier, you know, Blue Peter style. But no. So what you should have is it should look like, I'm going to show you the half that's actually okay. You should have peanut butter all over it. Right, so hi David. Right, what you're going to do is you're going to roll it. So you're going to roll it up like a big curly worm. Roll it into a big curly worm. I'm rolling it towards me because I've always found it easier to roll towards me than away from me. So here we go, we're going to roll it, and we're rolling on a river. Lucky I'm not a singer, isn't it really? Right, so now you've rolled it. Make sure it's rolled I roll them a few times, so we get it like this. Cruffins! Did you know that a croissant is not actually from France? It originated in Austria. Look, this is my interesting facts. Right, so now you've got your long wiggly worm. You're going to cut the wiggly worm down the middle of the wiggly worm. So you're going to cut it in half to make 2 really, 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 really long wiggly worms. So, nearly there. Oh, there we go. Right, so you're going to end up with 2 really long wiggly worms. And I'm covered in peanut butter. Uh-oh, I managed to break it. Oh. Oh, here we go. Look. Right, so don't worry if they're a bit rough around the edges, mine are. So next thing you're going to do, I've broke this one, so we're going to show you this one because it's easier. It's got layers in it. Can everybody see the layers? Right, what you're going to do is you're going to roll it. You're going to roll it with the layers facing upwards. So your layers are going to be like this. So bottom of it will look like normal pastry, and the layers will run upwards. So your cruffin is going to have, your little wiggly worm is going to turn into what looks like a poo. Basically like this. So, wiggly worm. So one side will be quite white and one side will be facing upwards. So you're going to put that into your first tray. And you're going to do it for the whole of the wiggly worms. So you're going to put one wiggly worm, you're going to go all the way, because this is obviously where I broke the wiggly worm. Not going to lie. So you're going to put the wiggly worm, it's going to face, the filling should be facing upwards as much as you can, all the way to the top. You're going to literally, there we go. So it should look like that. It should look like a big, yeah, it will look like a big poo for you children out there. Right, we're going to do the second one. So literally, second one, same thing, exactly the same thing. You're going to roll the first bit. You're going to roll around and around and around. I can't believe the sun's coming out again. If anyone's got any questions, turn the lights on. I know, I can't, there's no more lights. Is there lights in? It doesn't make that much difference, does it? I'm going to be posting it onto the YouTube if it's not going onto the YouTube. But, so wiggly worm round. Round again, all the way till you get to the top. Oh, here we go. We're nearly there, There we go. And then that one goes in the second hole. Reconnecting, there we go. Look, we should be live again now. Sorry, on Instagram. So we've got 2 in there now. Right, go back to your sheet of paper where you've got the 4 slabs cut off. Going to pick the next one down. So get your next sheet off. Your oven should be warming. Should be on. There we go. We're going to turn that one over. So you're going to flour it on one side, turn it over. A little bit of flour on the other side. All you're doing with this is just trying to make the squares a little bit more thinner, and so that you can make longer worms. So your worms are going to be really long. I'm putting jam in this one. I feel like these 2 need to be jam. Right, I'm not going to make this one as long. Oh, to be fair, it can actually go a little bit. There we go, look. The longer worms make the bigger cruffins. Right, is everyone following along so far? Is everyone getting there? I might have to get a ring light. Is everyone enjoying the cruffin so far? So we've got a big jumper jam. Remember, exactly the same thing. So you're going to spread it all the way down your cruffin pastry. All the way down. So we get it right to the edges. This is the bit that gets a bit messy. I did the best fillings I've had, not going to lie, is the peanut butter, crunchy peanut butter, and crunchy peanut butter with Nutella, and they were amazing. So I can see that it is quite dark, isn't it? We'll put the blind up a little bit. Hopefully this has made it a little bit easier to see. Right, so this is the second set of cruffins. So right now you should have a lot of mess on the kitchen side. I'm sure the kids are loving this. You're going to have your jam on the side of this. Now we're going to roll it from top to bottom again. So we just roll it. And we're rolling on a river. Right, here we go. Make sure none of the filling comes out. It's probably going to be in your hands. It's probably going to be a mess. Remember what I told you mums the other day, that if you actually put cling film around the phone, you can still use the phone and it won't cause as much mess. That's what I should have done to the laptop. Right, so you should now have a long strip. Right, now it's cutting it in half. So literally just cut it straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. I've got jam coming out of this one, which is going to create a lot of mess. I can see it coming. Right, perfect. Now, we're going to split it into 2. Split it down the middle into 2. This is the bit that gets messy. And then curl it round, curl it round, make sure it goes round, make sure the layers are facing upwards. It can overlap, it can be quite messy, it doesn't have to be exact. You're going to curl it round on top of itself. Sometimes it's easy to put it into the tray and curl it round in the tray, as I found the other day. So let me move it back a bit for the people up there. So basically, sometimes it's easier to do your wiggly worm into the tray. And then this one, so we start off with the small bit at the bottom, start curling it round, and round, and round, all the way to the tippy top. Is everyone following along so far? How's everyone getting on? There we go, right, so there's 4 there. Right, you can either spread a little bit of egg, so you can mix up some egg and put some on top of this, or you could put a tiny bit of butter on it, or you could put a tiny bit of oil. So if you're going to use the oil, I'm trying not to get my hands covered in stuff. Right, I'll use the butter because it's easier, because I'm going to have a fridge. So basically, you literally just put a tiny bit on the top. I'm just rubbing it on my hands and then doing it because it's the butter's a bit cold. You're just literally going to put it on the top. Sometimes people do it with egg, sometimes people do it with butter. I'm just doing mine butter for ease and convenience. So there's 4 there. I'm going to put them in so we can start seeing what happens. Here's my little tray. So you can see some end results basically, people. Right, I'm going to wash my hands because they're quite messy. You may need to wash your hands a few times throughout this, as I've found out many a time. How's everybody getting on? Is everybody enjoying it so far? Right, you've got another 2 more of these. So you just keep going till you've done all of them. Oh, this one's quite stark. Right, so for tomorrow's one, for tomorrow's little demo, we are doing sausage rolls. So you will need puff pastry, and you'll need a can of hot dogs. So for tomorrow's one, can of hot dogs. I will post it all. You'll be able to see it. I'll post it all down on my page. So you can all join in. Tomorrow it's hot dogs. How's everyone getting on? I want to see everyone's cruffin pictures. So if you've got pictures and you want to send them to me, make sure you do. Tag me in the picture. I will post it to my Instagram and post it everywhere. So if you manage to make the cruffins today or later on, let me know. It'd be great to see some pictures. I am the cruffin man. Right, so roll your pastry out. Make sure it's nice and long and thin. Not so thin that your fingers go through it, but not so thick that you can't. It needs to be like pasta. So spread your jam, or whatever filling you choose, into the middle. Oh, this jam spreads really easily. It's always nice when your jam's spreadable. I hope everybody's still following along and still enjoying this so far. It's the cruffin demo. Tomorrow it's sausage rolls. People ask me, why did I start doing this? Because I wanted my nieces and nephews to follow along with things, and also because so many people don't realise, but I actually love cooking. I love baking, cooking and everything in between. So I thought it'd be nice to combine the two, especially because so many families are stuck at home and it's just nice to have things to do. So cooking with the kids. So, has everyone been doing PE with Joe this morning? Right kids, you should have another really long wiggly worm. But now my thing's actually in the oven, so we've got to wait. If your worm's a little bit short, you can lengthen it by rolling it and squashing it outwards. That's what I do with some of them. Right, you're going to cut it in half. Cut your worms in half. These ones are going to have to wait because the oven's got the ones in. And in a minute I'm going to love you all and leave you all. I don't know the Muffy Man, Webby. How are you getting on? Are you making the cruffins, Webby? I'm trying to get it to lighten the picture, but it doesn't seem to keep doing it. Webby, I hope you're going to send me a picture of you making cruffins with the kids. Hopefully this is all going live and all going well and everyone can see and hear me properly. So we've got one set of cruffins in the oven. Cruffin in the oven. So don't forget, literally, you're going to roll, turn the bottom one round, and then you're just going to roll it up, roll it up, roll it up, roll up. As I said, sometimes it's easier to do them into the tin straight so that it's easier and it causes less mess. Macy, Maisie. The dog's just gone down into the cellar. So there we go. Well, Webby, you don't have to have children. You could actually just be making them for yourself. So literally, just roll up, roll up, roll up. Hey, everybody looking in. Josh saying, am I cooking bat? Yes, it is. It's meant to look like a snake. And you roll the snake up, like this. Make sure the filling's always facing upwards. And it literally, it makes a mess. This bit's the messy bit. So you roll it up, roll it up, roll it up, till it looks like a giant poo. And then, once you've got it rolled up like this, Webby, you're allowed to get fat. It's dad bod time of year. So there we go. This is a finished rolled up cruffin. There we go. So that's your cruffin. You're going to put it into the tin. Obviously my tin is currently in the oven because I'm going to try and hopefully show you a little bit closer in a minute of what it actually should look like. Everyone out there, I hope you are enjoying the cook along, and I want to see all these pictures of the cruffins. You can watch it again on YouTube and Instagram. Well, I've got it at the minute on YouTube. I'm making this one smaller. Hopefully I'm feeding live to Facebook and Periscope via Twitter and YouTube. I'm hoping, but I'm not totally sure. Webby's laughing because I said he can cook these. He hasn't got kids, but I said he can cook these and they're really nice. Webby, if you want to take things a bit slower, there's an egg demo that I did the other day. How to cook dippy eggs, if we need to go back to basics. Tomorrow is sausage rolls, so you guys will need puff pastry once again. Oh, I nearly hit myself in the face. Puff pastry, and you'll need hot dogs. So get your hot dogs and your puff pastry ready for tomorrow, and 12 o'clock we'll be going live for hot dogs, and there's 2 ways you can actually make them. Sorry, I've got my skirt stuck on there. Right, so I'm going to do this one as peanut butter because hopefully this has become a bit more spreadable. As I said, the best combination for me was definitely chocolate and peanut butter in one. But I don't have any chocolate. I forgot. I thought I had some in the cupboard and I don't. So we're just doing plain peanut butter and jam. So hopefully in a minute I'll be able to show you the cruffins rising in the oven because they've been in there for a little while. And then I can add these ones later on. I've managed to do, out of the whole puff pastry, you can spread it with a spoon if that's easier. Some people find this easier with a spoon. I don't even know why I've gone to do it with my fingers. I think, like, yeah. That's what this has done to me. Webby said he burns a salad. It is like Snickers in a roll. Well, it ends up as proper puff pastry. How's everybody getting on with this so far? So roll it towards you or away from you, whichever you find it easier. I've now got peanut butter on my hands. How are you kids getting on? I want to see all the pictures of the kids, or even you guys. Webby, I want a picture of you making these. I definitely now need a picture of you making these. So, woo, get your long stringy pastry with filling in it. Make sure it's rolled out evenly. This is the last one showing you, so hopefully, oh look, I've put peanut. Oh, my bra's falling down, everything. This is how it is, mums. Right, anyway, right, so cut along your wiggly worm. So I go down the middle. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Cut down the middle, cut down the middle, cut down the middle. It doesn't need to be a very sharp knife, as you can see. split the 2 worms in 2. Right, there we go. Look, you can see the fillings. So what you're going to do, roll it with the filling up. So that's the first bit. Just roll it round, roll it round, roll it round. Trying to get it so everyone can see. Roll it round, roll it round. As I said, sometimes it's easier to do it into the tray that it's going into. Here we go. So eventually it will look like this. Like a giant poo. One poo. There we go. So it'll look like that. And the last one, last but not least, roll it round. Baking live. Hopefully you guys and the kids are enjoying this. Hopefully everyone likes this. I'm loving it, to be fair. A whole new career, let alone DJing. So roll up your worms. You can do 2 on 1. Everyone laughing at that. Even I can't help myself. Right, that's going to go into the pot. It's not sticking very well, but yeah, there we go. There's another one. That's going to go in a minute. Right, shall I see if they're actually doing anything in the oven? Moment of truth. Oh no, they are! You've got to love it when it actually comes together like this. Right, so this is what they will start to look like. This is partially cooked. You're going to leave them in for around 30-40 minutes. So this is what they will do. They will puff up. You'll be able to actually get them out when they're out. Let me put them back in though. So you guys, now you've got to clean up all the mess. But, oh look, I've put jam on my hands now as well. Anyway, so, here we go. So in 20 to 30 minutes, you can pull them out of the oven. I can't even do the before and after because I didn't do some first. Anyway, I know, Blue Peter would be proud if I'd done some first and actually thought about this, Webby. Anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed watching today. I'm going to clean up the mess. And I will post some pictures of my cruffins after. Let me know how you all get on. If anyone's got any questions, write some comments in the things below or send me a message. Just drop me a message in comments or DM me, and definitely I want to see everybody's pictures. I want to see how you got on with it. Any suggestions of anything you want to cook, let me know. It's got to be simple, it's got to be easy, cheap ingredients, easy to get hold of, especially in this time, day and age with the lockdown. Yeah, if anyone likes everything I'm doing, it'd be nice for support. Show me what you're up to. And tomorrow, every day this week at 12 o'clock, you can catch me live doing little bake-alongs with all different things. Tomorrow it's sausage rolls. On Wednesday it's coloured omelettes. Thursday we've got crispy chocolate mallows. Friday we've got crumpet pizza. So keep watching, keep leaving your comments, and hopefully you're enjoying this. Anyway, for now,